My name is Tim Ryan. I'm a grateful recovering alcoholic and drug addict. I don't claim to be an expert in addiction and or recovery. I don't have any clinical background. I don't have a degree with a bunch of letters behind my name. What I do hold is 2 PhDs, one in cardiology and one in pain. Class, please calm down. My name is Professor Tim Ryan. This semester, we will be talking about Tim's addiction classes. The first one we will be studying, how to fail in school, but be the life of the party. Number 2, an addict's guide to buying, selling, and staying hooked on drugs. Class number 3, DUIs, heart attacks, and overdoses. How to go to prison without even trying. Where did the last 30 years of my life go? This will be an exciting semester, so please pay attention, class. Let's get to work. There's quite a few addiction myths out there, and unfortunately, a lot of people buy into these. Today, we're going to talk about 6 myths of addiction. Myth number 1, addiction is a choice. The chicken or the egg? Is it a disease? Is it a choice? The bottom line is somebody made a choice to try a substance, then the disease kicked in. Myth 2, the only thing people get addicted to is alcohol and drugs. Alcoholism in 2016, according to the World Health Organization, killed 3 million people worldwide. Today, 283 million people worldwide struggle with alcoholism. Let's talk about opiates. 179 people a day nationwide die from opiate overdoses. Last year, 79,000 people died from opiate-related overdoses. That's more people than the entire Vietnam War. We just talked about 2 addictions. There are many, many more. Gambling, eating, exercise, sex, cell phones, video games, just to name a few. What those addictions are doing is making you feel good. What do you do if you don't have them? Are you still feeling good? Do you feel well about yourself? Myth number 3 is that addiction happens to those people. This disease of addiction does not discriminate. It crosses all socioeconomical lines, all minority statuses. The youngest heroin addict I've worked with is 12 years old. The oldest is 78. I have flown multimillionaires to treatment in their own private Learjets. I've helped people get on a Greyhound bus to get into the next treatment center. This is everyone, everywhere. Myth number 4 is addiction won't happen to my kids. We're a good family. We go to church on Sunday. It doesn't matter. You are not with your loved ones 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Addiction attacks anywhere, anytime, any place. Knowledge is power. Get educated. Myth number 5, addiction is not my problem. Doesn't affect me, hasn't affected my family, hasn't affected any of my friends. Have you ever taken a look on society that the financial impact of this pandemic going nationwide has caused and how it's affecting you, even if you don't have a family member, loved one, or a friend currently struggling in addiction? Let's talk about the actual financial cost of addiction. Annual healthcare costs. Tobacco alone, $300 billion. Alcohol, $249 billion. Drugs, $193 billion. Prescription drugs, $78.5 billion. Annual drug-related crimes, $61 billion. Annual drug-related costs in loss of workplace productivity, $120 billion. Addiction to tobacco, alcohol, and other drugs costs taxpayers over $1 trillion per year annually. If you don't think this affects you, I'd love to have your bank account. Myth number 6, there's nothing I can do to help fight the addiction crisis. First thing you can do is start out by educating yourself. To be aware is to be alive. Know what's going on with your own children. Ask questions. Talk to your neighbors. Talk to your coworkers. Everybody today has been affected by addiction, whether it's a family member, loved one, or a friend. But to fight this pandemic, we need to come together as a village, as a community. You need to know who your children's friends are. You need to be into their technology. If you think your kids are using, drug test them, but have a plan of action in place. Find the resources, ask for help, talk, ask questions. Knowledge is power, but it's not going to help you if you don't apply that power. Don't believe the 6 myths of addiction. If you feel you have a loved one, family member, or friend struggling, you're not alone. Pick up the phone, reach out to me. I'm Tim Ryan with Transformations Treatment Center. We're here to help.